It's time once again to talk about the cars of Grand Theft Auto 4, and today we're going to be taking a look back at the Bobcat. Now, the Bobcat has been around since Grand Theft Auto 3, and would appear to be the primary pickup of the GTA franchise. Now, the Bobcat has always been portrayed as an average vehicle, but in Grand Theft Auto 4, we see it take a different turn. Now, the acceleration in the new Bobcat is rather on the slow side, and it takes a while to get to the top speed. Speaking of the top speed, it's about as average as it usually is. In fact, I think that's the one aspect of the Bobcat that's gone unchanged, that it has a very average top speed. Now, as far as the handling goes, it has also undergone some changes as well. In the first game, Grand Theft Auto 3, the handling was a little bit on the loose side. In Vice City, it got somewhat better. And in San Andreas, I think that is when it was the best. But in Grand Theft Auto 4, the handling, unfortunately, has taken a turn for the worst. The new handling for the Bobcat could only be described as stiff and sluggish. What I mean is that whenever you're driving, sometimes it can be really hard to turn. It's like you're fighting the steering wheel. For example, whenever you're going at full speed and you're coming at a very sharp turn, you have to slow down or otherwise you might crash. So it takes a little bit of skill when driving the new Bobcat. But probably the biggest change the Bobcat has undergone in this new game has to be the appearance. The new look appears to be based off a Chevy Silverado from the early 80s. Well, technically they're called the Chevrolet CK, but I'm just used to calling them Silverados. Anyway, as far as the new looks go, I have to admit, I do like it. In fact, I think this is my favorite pickup truck in Grand Theft Auto 4. However, in reality, these trucks aren't very common. Well, depending on where you live. Me, being in Texas, I see pretty much every make and model of truck there is. However, Liberty City is supposed to be based off New York, and having been to New York, I can say that these trucks are pretty much non-existent in that city. Secondly, I actually kind of miss that Tundra-inspired design from Grand Theft Auto 3. Why can't we see that again? Anyway, the new Bobcat, not as great as it was in the past games, but it's still pretty okay. It's definitely one you should at least give a chance.
Of course!
What in the world is that supposed to mean?